Welcome to How Much House for the Money, everyone. Happy Tuesday. We're checking out more properties. These are all in Tennessee, and they're all $124,900 and less, and they all have a little bit of land. And we're going to begin right here with this really pretty farmhouse. And if any of you are looking for some peace and quiet in Tennessee, these might suit your needs today. This one is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house with 1,784 square feet on an acre. We're going to check it out. How's everybody out there doing? Happy Tuesday, everyone. So as we see, we have a beautiful farmhouse with a covered porch and a shingle roof. And this looks very nice. Looks like it does have wood siding. And as always, you can go check these houses out in person, get the lay of the land, have those home inspections, and the links to these listings are found in the description box below every video. So this house here is in Dyer County, and the population of Dyer County, Tennessee is 37,000 people. Your property tax rate is 1.76%, and the median home values around Dyer County are just under $270,000. Look at how beautiful the hardwood floors are. Wow. This has potential all day long. Sorry, I got to click back there. There we go. So it looks like they put an application on the wall there at the end of the living room. You could always change paint colors if you want to make it a little more conducive to the hardwood flooring. It's very pretty. It looks like it's very clean. Looks like you could move right in there. That is a big, spacious kitchen, I would say. Wow, look at this. $124,900. And this house was built in 1909 and offers just under 1,800 square feet of living space. So as we see, we have vinyl flooring in the kitchen, and there's a lot of room for more cabinets if you like, or maybe an island. And there's that paneling that we all love, and we know that it can be painted or removed. Very pretty farmhouse cabinets. So you do have an electric range. This is a blank slate that you could just put your own finishing modern touches on, right? $124,900 on an acre. And when I look at this house, it looks like it could have been part of a larger parcel at one time. And as I always recommend or suggest, if you'd like more land, you can find out if there is more land that the seller has, and when they're ready to part ways with it, you can ask for first right of refusal and add that to your sales contract. So therefore, if there's any more land and they want to part ways with it, you'd be the first one that they would ask. So this is very nice. Look at that pretty kitchen cabinets, or those kitchen cabinets, I should say. Nice 2 windows above your double basin sink. It does have a dishwasher. I love those. Those are very pretty, aren't they? Very nice. So there's your ceiling detail. So here looks like you're walking into maybe a laundry room and maybe a little bathroom. Very nice. Does have a window unit for your AC. Looks like you have a utility room also. So we do see a washing machine. One less thing you'd have to move in there, which is always good, right? How's everybody out there doing? Cheers, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Did y'all have a great weekend? I gotta say that I did. Celebrated my birthday. It was last week, but I celebrated it over the weekend. It was very fun, as it should be, right? Listened to some live music. It was good times. So here we go. Now here's a little bit more of that laundry area. That's a good sized laundry room. Does have some linen storage also from what we see. And this again is $124,900. This is Dyer County in Newbern, Tennessee. Okay, so here's what we see of a bathroom with a single shower. Now, the speckles on these walls in the bathroom looks like it's those nail light panels, and you could remove those if you wanted to hang something else, or you wanted to remove them and paint. Maybe you want to put some wainscoting in there or something like that. And at first I thought maybe that was mold, but I think those are panels. But again, go get the lay of the land. And as I mentioned, the links to these listings are in the description box below every video. So there's a little bit of a close-up of those cabinets. Aren't those pretty? It's very farmhousey. An acre of land. So if you want a little bit larger of a home, but you don't want all the maintenance of the land, you don't want acreage, this might suit your needs. May have been owned by the same person for years. We'll look at those details here in a second. So, wow, that's a nice bathroom, isn't it? So there's your tub. Kind of tucked in there. So it does have some updates. Beautiful hardwood doors on the interiors. Wow, very nice. Just under 1,800 square feet, not a huge house, but enough room to grow, right? Bloom where you're planted, they say. Now, I'm not sure if that's carpet, but my guess is you're going to find hardwood floor beneath it if it is. Kind of looks like carpet, but then it looks like carpet, I guess, right? Kind of hard to tell with these photographs. Okay, so here's the upstairs. Beautiful stair rails, or spindles, I should say. So there's a good sized room. Looks like one of the dormers. Ceilings look nice and clean. Does have a closet. Here's your attic. Wow, that's nice. This has potential. Look at this. So that's what I mean about it being a part of a larger parcel at one time, is you have a lot of farmland around you, and they just cut that parcel, that 1 acre parcel. So this would most likely be on a country well, septic and utilities. And if 1 or 2 or all 3 of those work, this may be a good find. That is very pretty, isn't it? That roof looks like it's in really good shape. And this is in Newbern, Tennessee, in Dyer County. And there's another angle of it. Now, it looks like they put a metal roof on the back side, but again, go check it out and have those home inspections and get the lay of the land. And it also looks like a concrete block foundation. Love that covered porch. Perfect place to have that conversation with your morning coffee with some friends or family. 133 Happy Hollow Road. That's a nice address too. 7 days on the market. Here we go. Where are we on the map? Alrighty, so we are west of Rutherford, and we are south of Cool Springs. So here we are in Yorkville, and Hopewell are down to the south. And with this address, let's see here. So we have Cumberland City over to the east, McKenzie, Huntington, Milan, Humboldt's down to the southeast, and then we have Caruthersville over to the west. Jackson, Tennessee is down to the south. And so Nashville's over here to the east, maybe within an hour and a half, I would say. I'd say it's less than 2 hours. And red marks a spot right there. Memphis is down to the south. We're not far from 155, I think that says. Yeah, 155. Union City, Tennessee's right up to the north of us. Yeah, Nashville's over here to the east. And then here's your satellite view of your 1 acre. That looks like a beautiful location for those of you that are seeking peace and quiet. Look at that. Very nice. Wow. You don't really have anyone around you. Not right on top of it by any means. Wow. That's quite a find. That's 1 acre surrounded by vacant farmland. And let's see. You have Yorkville City Park nearby. And this is considered Newbern, but it's right above Yorkville. There you have it. Red marks a spot. 1 acre, 133 Happy Hollow Road. Very pretty. And it states here that it's a wonderful property out in the country, ready for its new owner. 3 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms on 1 acre. And when we look at the history on this one, just listed. So there's longevity with home ownership. There's no property tax history either. And you can call Dyer County Clerk's Office for accurate tax detail. However, it shows the property tax rate at 1.76%. Wow, that's so pretty. Let's look at the street view. There you have it. Look at this beautiful location. Wow. Somebody go check this out and let us know in the comment section. That is beautiful. Let's see if there's any other photographs with more dates. It's tucked back behind the trees. It really hasn't changed much. Looks like they had horses at one time. They do have a horse trailer. Very nice. Wow, that's very pretty. And that is Newbern, Tennessee right there. 133 Happy Hollow Road. Wow, very pretty. 124.9 on an acre. Somebody go check that out. And again, the links to the listings are in the description box below. 124.9 on an acre. And I bet there's definitely more vacant land around it. If you wanted a little more land, I'd definitely ask to acquire that. If you want more property and you want acreage, if you wanted to have, say, animals or whatever. Very pretty nonetheless. So now we're going to head into Union City, Tennessee. And this one is 4810 Claude Tucker Road. And this one has a detached garage. This is the little ranch that you all may desire. Very pretty. Little ranch. And this one is in Union City, Tennessee in Obion County. And Obion County population's 30,000 people. Your property tax rate's 1.38%. So we're coming in lower than Dyer County. And your median home values are just around $160,000 to $230,000. Look at this. This one's $75,000 and it's sitting on 1.49 acres, so just shy of an acre and a half. Single family ranch with a detached garage for $75,000. Yeah, this needs a little cleanup, needs a little love, needs some attention in Obion County, Tennessee. So this one has a fireplace at the end of their living room. Looks like hardwood flooring. Looks like an elderly person may have lived there at one time. If walls could talk, right? But this looks like a great possibility for one of you. Again, looking for some peace and quiet on a little less than an acre and a half. Nice. So it looks like we have maybe a Jack and Jill bathroom between two rooms there on the left side. We do have a window AC unit. $75,000. Union City, Tennessee in Obion County. And this has 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, built in 1905. And this house here has been on the market for 76 days. And as I state, when they're unoccupied and they're sitting vacant, they are not increasing in value. So you are always welcome to make offers. So this one does have your laundry right in the kitchen there. You have windows above your 2-basin sink. When you get in there, you get the lay of the land. If you want to relocate that washer and dryer, you may be able to find a new spot for it. Wow, this is very pretty. Just shy of an acre and a half. Union City, Tennessee. Looks like it may have vinyl siding, and it does have shutters. We have a shingle roof on this house. Yeah, this is very nice. $75,000. You've got to wonder why it's been on the market so long. Maybe there's an issue with the well or the septic. But that's where home inspections come in, and you can contact the county, get some more additional information. But if any of you are looking for $75,000 property, here you go. And this is Union City, Tennessee. So it's on propane gas, but it does have a split rail fence. That's very nice. Look at this. Do have an outbuilding right behind the house. Wow, I'm very curious as to what's going on with this. Very cute nonetheless. We could trim back those shrubberies, trim them back a little bit, add a little pop of color. The roof on this house looks really good. Wow, very nice. $75,000, 4810 Claude Tucker Road. Yeah, built in 1905. So let's see where we are on the map. There's your parcel. Almost an acre and a half of land. You're right off of 680. Oh, what did we miss there? Blueberry Muffin Estates, a little cafe. That's always sweet. So this is northern Tennessee. So let's see, we have Union City right down here. And so this is kind of northern Union City. We have Woodland Mills over to the west. We have the Obion River over here to the east, along with Austin Springs. Dixie's over here to the west. We've got Reeves down to the south of us, along with Martin and Troy and Hornbeak. So yeah, this is northern Tennessee. You've got Clarksville way over here to the east, Nashville way over here to the east, and Caruthersville down to the southwest, and Dyersburg is down to the south of us as well, and that's Union City. So let's see our satellite view of 1.49 acre right here. $75,000, you guys. And there is your country parcel right there. Look at that. You do have a neighbor over on the right side of you, but they're not right on top of it. But look at the vacant farmland all around. And again, if you want more land, more acreage, I'd ask to see if it's available at some point in time. There you have it. Wow, another nice find. So here's some local amenities right down here. You've got a Walmart Supercenter, not too far in the distance either. Tyson Foods is right here, Graham Park. You do have a Baptist Memorial Hospital in Union City right there as well. So if that's of comfort to you. And that's 4810 Claude Tucker Road. 76 days on the market. $75,000. Wow. And it says, nice little house with 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom on approximately 1.49 acres. Needs a little TLC, but overall very good. And it's a great location with a spacious yard, it says. And when we look at the history on this one, this was listed and let's see, for $59,500 back in 2012. Then they decreased it to $49,500. Then they removed it. Then they listed it in May for $109,000. Now they're down to $75,000. So somebody go check this one out. On an assessment of $17,900, it shows the taxes at $247. And again, this is Obion County, where the property tax rate is 1.38%. $75,000 nonetheless. And if there is an issue with a well or the septic or utilities, that's part of the negotiations, I would say. But very fine. Cute little ranch with a detached garage that they didn't show us, but it's there nonetheless. $75,000, sweet find. Now we're going to head into Pulaski, Tennessee. This is Pulaski, Tennessee at 200 Hardy Road. And Pulaski is Giles County. So this one does have 2.75 acres, so almost 3 acres of land. Look at how pretty this is. You might want to get a riding lawnmower or a little John Deere tractor. And this one does have a detached building there. Look at this. And they're asking $85,000 for this. Another little farmhouse in the country of Tennessee. So this one looks like a stone building with maybe could have a metal roof. Here we have another covered porch. Look how cute this is. $85,000 in Giles County, Tennessee, where population's 31,000 people in Giles County. Now the property tax rate's a little higher here. It's 2.3%. And your median property values are coming in just under $300,000. So a little higher in median home values, a little higher in property tax rates. But this one definitely has a little more land, almost 3 acres. And this house has 1,030 square feet with 3 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. And it states it was built in 2006. Wow, I'd want to go look at this one. Wow, this looks very beautiful. You're going to have a nice array of wildlife roam through all of these properties. So there's your gate to go back to a little outbuilding. That may be on the back side of that building that we saw first, but I can't quite tell. Let's keep going here. And this is Pulaski, Tennessee and Giles County. So far we've had Dyer County, Obion County, and now we're in Giles County. Wow, that looks really nice. Let me know what you guys think of these properties today in the comment section. And remember, you're always welcome to subscribe and join our growing community here. And definitely hit that notification bell, because the house, the cabin, the acreage that you're not looking for may be in the next episode. So it looks like you've got some rolling hills in Giles County, Tennessee. Almost 3 acres of land. So again, more peace and quiet. Country paradise right here. Hardy Road. 200 Hardy Road in Pulaski, Tennessee, 38478. They don't show us much, do they? You gotta wonder. But boy, just a pinch of the interior of the house would be nice, right? All the more reason to go check it out. Boy, that looks really pretty. Yeah, all we get is that pinch of the outside of the house. We do see it does have a chimney, so it may have a fireplace. We have a porch swing and a couple of chairs. Looks like a concrete floor on that covered porch. Looks like the house may have a metal roof. Yeah, no interior photographs, which is a real bummer, but go check it out. 200 Hardy Road, and that is Pulaski, Tennessee, and this is where we are on the map. So we're right near Rosemary Farms. We're north of that in Aspen Hill. We have Corner Pit Barbecue over to the east. And let's see here. We have Merritt Popcorn, if you've heard of them. So we are east of Good Spring and Anthony Hill. We are south of Woodrow. We're right off of 65, not far from it. We have Wheelerton over to the east. So this is going to be north of Prospect. We're not too far from the Alabama line. And there is Red Mark's Spot right there. So this is more southern Tennessee, I would say. Fayetteville, Tennessee is over here to the east. And Loretto and Leoma and Lawrenceburg are over to the west. And here's your satellite view of your 2.75 acre parcel. Man. Look at this. So there's your parcel right there. Nice. 2.75 acre. $85,000 property right there. $85,000 real estate. There you have. Wolf Gap is up here to the northeast. We have, let's see, Flat Rock Cheese and More, little grocery store up there. And 200 Hardy Road Estates. It's been on the market 7 days, and it says it was built in 2006. And when we look at the history, or the details, escape to the countryside with this beautiful 2.75 acre parcel and located on a quiet country road in the southern end of the county, featuring approximately 560 feet of country road frontage. This property offers excellent access and numerous possibilities. The existing farmhouse is located on the property and is in need of renovation. However, what one person sees and what you see may be completely different, right? Power and public water are in place, and a storage building is also included. Whether you're looking for a peaceful weekend getaway or a country home site, this may be your possibility right there. And let's see, for history, it was listed for $175,000 in May. Then they decreased it to $173,000. Now they're down to $85,000. So not sure what's going on with this, and no property tax history. So maybe it was part of a larger picture at one time. Nonetheless, they're asking $85,000 for it now, and it's in Pulaski, Tennessee, 38478. Let's look at the street view. Look at that. So there's a view of the house. Yeah, it has a metal roof. There's your outbuilding. Look at this. Wow, that is very pretty. And I know I've said pretty a few times. I'm sorry, but I say it is. Yeah, that's very nice. Gotta wonder what's going on with this one. 200 Hardy Road. Somebody go check this one out too. $85,000. Pulaski, Tennessee, 38478. Sweet find nonetheless. Now we're going to check Westpoint, Tennessee. Look at this one. This is at 139 Hardin Loop. Now this one, let's see, is Westpoint's in Lawrence County, Tennessee. They're asking $110,000 for this one with 2.2 acres. So here's another ranch with a metal roof. We have a beautiful covered front porch. We're getting lucky with our front porches today, you guys. And this one's $110,000. Split rail fence. So in Lawrence County, we have a population of just under 48,000 people. Your property tax rate's 1.48%, and your median home values are just under $260,000. This one's going to be just under 2 hours to Nashville. Wow, this is nice too. Looks like it's vinyl sided, metal roof. This looks very nice. 110,000, and the house has 1,440 square feet with 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom, built in 1900, and it's only been on the market 6 days. Here we go. Look at this. Nice little pathway. Look at all that. Beautiful. You could just add a pop of color in the right alongside the path of to lead you to your front porch. How pretty is that? We're looking at potential and possibilities. 110,000 with this one. Look at that beautiful fireplace. Wow, that's a pretty ceiling. Now for me, I'd want to paint that. I know some of you might gasp, but I think I'd paint that ceiling and lighten it up. And I may do the same thing with that fireplace. Wow, this is nice. 110,000. So there you have it's not quite an open plan, but it's pretty open with your nice counter there. You can add some counter high chairs. Looks like we're getting some wrought iron detail in the kitchen. Look at this. They even left you a stick vacuum. Gotta love it. Gonna help you clean it up, you guys. Because this one looks like it needs a little love too, but that's okay. Oh no, there's no fireplace there. What in the world? There's no fireplace. Where is it? Maybe they had one at one time, or maybe a wood-burning stove, but there's no cutout or anything. Huh, pardon me. I was wrong. Well, I'd be putting a fireplace in there, or some kind of wood heat, I think. Nice built-ins on the right of it, nonetheless. Huh. It's kind of odd. So here we have another room. Now I'm betting we would find hardwood floor beneath that carpet. We could take down that wallpaper and modernize this. This is 110, and this is Westpoint, Tennessee in Lawrence County. Looks like an elder may have owned this at one time also. So it seems like each one of these houses may have been owned and has, longevity in their history, which is always nice. So they painted the paneling in this room. And this is Westpoint, Tennessee in Lawrence County. 2.2 acres of land. This one's kind of funky. Not sure what's going on here. So let's see. So there's the kitchen. But then we have this staircase right there that leads down into the next level. Somebody go check this out. I'm very curious. It's very interesting. So you have an electric range with your overhead microwave. You've got a dishwasher. You've got beautiful windows above your sink. Elongated counter. Good sized kitchen, but it's very odd what's going on there. So give us another, here we go. So there you can go down to, it looked like it was a little closer to the wall, but I guess that's your little staircase leading you down to to the level below. Westpoint, Tennessee with 2.2 acres and an interesting interior plan. So these could be bedrooms. So there's another view of the kitchen, beautiful windows. And when you have your home inspection, you'll learn if your windows are vinyl, if they're wood, aluminum. They'll run your mechanicals, they'll run the dishwasher, they'll tell you the longevity of your roof, they'll check the foundation. So you can always opt to have a home inspection. Some people don't, some people buy as is, where is. And sometimes houses are sold as is, where is, and that's okay. But you can still have a home inspection for your own information purposes. Okay, so here, oops, sorry about that. So here is another step down into the bathroom there, which is kind of interesting also. Now it looks like there might be a little area there that you'd have to pull up that vinyl flooring, but we do see the tub. We don't see a shower. So there is the kitchen. It's very funky. So we have the kitchen, which is pretty open with this counter. And then it looks like the living area there. And then you can walk down this little area down into the next level. It's kind of funky, isn't it? Just never know what we're going to find. There's another porch swing. Yeah, I would want wood burning heat, I think. Nice walkway. Beautiful shade tree. So it does have a nice outbuilding also that might be a lean-to and for run-ins for animals. There's a bird on a wire. Gotta lighten it up, you guys. Have a little fun. Oh, yeah, they've got round bales. Look at this. Yeah, this was part of a bigger picture at one time also. Look at that. So if you want to have some livestock, here you go, you guys. 2.2 acres. You could have some farm animals here. You could have a hobby farm. Throw in those backyard chickens and ducks. Do a little baking. Invite me over because I'm coming to Tennessee, you guys. So there's your outbuildings. Wow, isn't this sweet? Yeah, we could paint those outbuildings, spruce it up a little bit, give it a fresh pop of color. 2.2 acres. Oh my goodness, look at that rolling countryside. Wow. Love it. And this is Westpoint, Tennessee in Lawrence County. Beautiful. $110,000 property right here. Not $210,000, $110,000 asking price. Yeah, this is very nice. Wow. Does have a little pond on the property also. Yeah, for those of you seeking the rural life and you want some peace and quiet, here you go. Cute little place right there. And that's Westpoint, Tennessee. Wow. That has potential. 139 Hardin Loop. And this is Westpoint, Tennessee, 38486. So let's see where we are here. There's your parcel. And I'm not sure what that's leading to, but we'll check out that satellite view here in a minute. You have Double G Canoe Rental nearby. And Harvest Fields. And we have, let's see, Sonic Drive-In over to the east. And let's see here. 5 Points, Wolf Creek, Iron City, Fairview are down to the south. Leoma's up to the north, or over to the northeast a little bit. Collinwood's over to the west. So this is southern Tennessee. Hardin Loop, 139 Hardin Loop in Westpoint, Tennessee, 38486. Yeah, this is southern Tennessee. So Nashville's way up there to the north. Savannah is over here to the west, along with Selmer. And Fayetteville is over here to the east. And here's what we have on the satellite view. Wow, look at that. There's your parcel. Very interesting piece of property right there. And 2.2 acres of land. Pardon me. And you do have Keystone Resort nearby as well. Loretto's down here to the southeast. I was trying to see if they showed us any grocery stores, but let's see if we have options here. Oh, let's see here. I wanted to see if they show us anything else. Neighborhood. Here we go. Shopping, health and safety, and community. There we go. Okay, so here are your amenities right here. Quite a few. So the house is right here, and then you have all of these local amenities. 139 Hardin Loop. Been on the market 6 days, built in 1900. And let's see, investor opportunity in Westpoint. Looking for your next project or a country property with potential. 1,440 square foot house sitting on 2.3 acres in peaceful Westpoint. And you have a quiet country setting. And let's see, it's being sold as is. And it has a metal roof, paved road frontage, multiple outbuildings, 2.3 acres of usable land, no flood zone. It's affordable price point. Bring your tools and your ideas and unlock the potential, it says. And when we look at the history on this one, this was sold in 2007 for $61,000. Now they're asking $110,000 on an assessment of $21,725. The taxes are coming in at $437. And again, the property tax rate's 1.48% in Lawrence County. So yeah, this one is 2.3 acres. A metal roof is already in place. You have an unfinished walkout basement and a one-story layout with a solid footprint. And did say it had built in 1900 with an effective year of 1978 and has a solid footprint, it states. Very nice. Let's see the street view. Look at this. Wow. Very nice. 2.3 acres of land, a ranch with outbuildings. For those of you that are looking for a country property in Tennessee, I'd say all four of these have the potential to give you what you need. That is very nice. 139 Hardin Loop. Wow, that's so pretty. And that is $110,000 on 2.3 acres of land. And it's definitely giving the hobby farm vibe, I would say. Very nice. And then we have this one in Pulaski, Tennessee. This one is in Giles County, 2.75 acres for $85,000, another little farmhouse. Then we have this one here in Union City, Tennessee for $75,000 with 1.49 acres, and that's Obion County. And then if you want the bigger farmhouse with only 1 acre, this is in Newbern, Tennessee in Dyer County for $124,900. Very nice finds right there for any of you looking for peace and quiet. You want a country property, you want country real estate in Tennessee. I hope one of these suits your needs. And remember to subscribe to the channel, and it's always great to be with you. Thank you for spending time with me on this Tuesday, and we'll see you in the next one because I've got more properties with low price and high potential coming up. Have a great day, everybody. Cheers.